The first time I was told that I had cancer, I was really in shock. I didn't really understand the concept of having cancer as a teenager. Since I was heavily involved in softball and volleyball, hearing that I was diagnosed, it sucked because I knew that softball and volleyball had to end. To have my parents with me, it just meant a lot to me because I knew I wasn't alone in the process, and just knowing that they were there behind me all the time just felt really nice.
Before the emergency, she was still playing. She was still playing softball. She was still practicing after the game, but she can stand it. Like she's controlling herself not to show. So we really did not realize, we did not know that she's suffering all this time.
When we first learned, what she was going to go through, wanted to protect her. Worried about her. The word cancer is scary. We're in an emergency room. First thing she thought of was she was a captain of her softball team, so she was worried about them. So that's her strength. So for me, I was just scared. What's going to happen, the unknown, and how bad this was going to be.
We didn't really know what type of meds I was used to, so the first treatment that I had this terrible allergic reaction. I could hardly remember it now, like I was hallucinating for most of it. The first treatment was just really scary.
During chemo, it was really hard. In the first 3 months of chemo, watching her 17 days without eating. 17 days. You know, at the first month, the first 3 weeks, losing that hair. So we really focused on how to, cheer her up, talking constantly, to make sure she is not depressed.
Even when I would say no to games, they would still try their best to cheer me up, and that's when I knew the most that they were still behind me and everything.
Our new normal is cancer, and that's all that was on our minds, to get Ginger healthy. Now it's getting her walking. Her cancer's back in her lungs, so we're dealing with that now. You can't keep a 14-year-old down like Ginger.
I first met the Vincent family, it was about 1.5 years ago, and they came into our clinic finding out that their child was recently diagnosed with cancer.
Beth was very nice.
Yes.
We came in scared, not knowing what to do. Beth set us down, said, this is what we got to do, A, B, and C. Here's your forms, fill them out. So she came one day, and she goes, I need a referral for you guys. And we didn't, what's that? She goes, well, for Ronald McDonald's house. And we said, what is this? She goes, well, if you need a shower or a bed, you can just use it for that. Or if you want to stay there during Ginger's treatment, you can do that too.
The best part of it is totally free, it is no cost to our families, and with all the financial burdens that they have, that is just so key to them.
Most of these families are going through the hardest time of their lives, so we just want them to have a little bit of respite, just away from all the hustle and bustle of the hospital, just to have a little space for them to really just think more clearly, and ultimately they can then take care of their child just in a better way because they're rested.
If we're here for Ginger's procedures, we're going to definitely use Ronald McDonald House again.
Ronald McDonald House is probably the first people to go to, and they will be behind you every step of the way.
There's no in Ronald McDonald's house. Come on in, do your laundry, do a sink. Are you fed? Do you need to get fed? What do you need?
It feels like homey, especially the den. You can access to the kitchen. It feels like home.
We ask you to consider how you can be that one person that makes an impact in the lives of our Michiana families with sick and injured children. I know there can only be one kilted victor this evening, but in the end, it's the families of RMHC who win, as you will personally provide overnight lodging, meals, hot showers, toiletry, and ultimately, precious time with their sick child without having to go far. From all of us here at RMHC Michiana, we thank you for all that you have done, and we hope you enjoy the evening.